What's up, everyone? It's Toby and Sean here to do some more music reviews.
Howdy. We're way behind. I got COVID this time. So, yeah, we had a break when Sean got COVID, and then we had my COVID break. So, we are so far behind on shit, so we're going to get to it. So
We're going to do 4 today, so...
4 today.
Have some coffee.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, no, but like, we'd be like, what have you been up to? I've been hanging at home sweating. What have you been up to?
Dude, looking for a job, applying to places, and listening to music and playing video games. That's about it. Yeah. Not working and enjoying not working, but that's about to come to an end. So
I did play some shows before I got sick. Yeah, and then I got sick in 3 out of 5 of us in John Mopatard band got fucking COVID.
Dude, that's crazy.
And fucking poor Mike's fucking AC was broken. Mike and Chris had to
Is
sweat through it.
everyone healed?
Everyone's good now.
Good.
Yeah, man. I played the 2 shows with Yardwork, and man, at the parlor I heard the funniest shit. I was privy to this conversation. This guy started talking to this girl, and he didn't know her very well, and he was like, "Hey man, I really like to get you to know you better."
Are you serious?
And then she goes, "Well, you were in luck because the fantasy far surpasses the reality."
Wow,
that's the best shutdown I've ever heard.
That is really awesome.
You were in luck. The fantasy is far greater than the reality.
I wish I was like attractive enough or had. Yeah, I wish I had game enough to be able to tell, people that. Like that would never be my situation, you know? Like, here's the thing, like I'm like honored if anyone just even speaks to me to excuse themselves to walk past me if it's a girl, like wow. Yeah, that's pretty funny though. I'll have to remember that one.
Yeah, in case I need it sometimes. Yeah.
In case I'll never need it. Maybe we'll put it into a movie script that we'll write.
The shows were good too, other than that bit of funny dialogue I heard. No, it was great. And then, oh my God. And I saw some good bands. I went and saw Love Collector, and I got some records from Exercise, and I got this comp that Love Collector's on called Sweet Time, and that was fun. And then I got sick, and then all I did was sit at home and listen to books and watch movies. But anyway, so let's get on to the shit. So what we are going to talk about first is that. Okay, so in the spirit of not reviewing classic records, I don't know how much I consider a classic, but here we go. We've got the reissue of Redd Kross Neurotica.
Yay! This is the 35th anniversary edition.
Woo-hoo.
Reissue. It's got a ton of their demos on here. But it's got the full record remastered. It was actually remixed too. You know who the original producer was in this record?
Tommy Ramone.
It was Tommy Ramone.
Yeah, and this is right after Tommy Eaterly, probably not pronouncing it correctly, did the Replacements Tim, and then he did this record. This came out around the same time as like Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. And on Big Time Records, which was a hip label at the time, that went under, and it has been under for a while.
Were they It was Australian label, right?
I don't think Big Time was Australian.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I think they were actually like a major indie. Like I think they were a fake indie that was a subsidiary of a corporate. Because their shit would be always on like MTV 120 minutes,
Yeah. I feel like, okay, go ahead.
They had a big band. One of the big...
It's like Bouncing Souls or something, right?
No. Big Time Records.
Hoodoo Gurus?
I think they were on Big Time.
Yeah.
And then like Dump Truck, and they had a hip label anyway. And then there was something that was a seller. This wasn't that much of a seller. So... give you a clue on how long I've been waiting for this. I love Redd Kross. And my copy of Neurotica has been warped for so long. Okay, so I think I found this one.
Wow.
This has been unplayable for so long.
What happened to it?
It just got warped.
Like how?
Yeah, big.
Yeah, just.
I don't know. I took bad care. I used to just stack them and.
Yeah.
Is it that? Okay, so I think once I pre-ordered this one, I found another one at Love Wheel for good price. I'm sure.
Love Wheel's awesome.
Cheap. But yeah, so I've been waiting for that to come out for a while. I had an unplayable copy of this is
Wow, look at that vinyl.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Is this the reissue?
No.
Wow. Okay, yeah, so the reissue vinyl is a gatefold and it's on red vinyl
shit.
also. Yeah.
This is on Sympathy.
Huh. Wow.
When the fuck did that come out?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Oh, wait, right here. 2002.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it has been reissued before. Anyway, yeah, I picked that up. So, yeah.
Reissued with
the demo songs. And the demos are great, you know?
So good.
So good. And there's some of the songs that had more arrangements, like longer intros and stuff. Mackenzie has a different arrangement. Love Is You only has the chorus on the demo. Like, they didn't have much of a song, but you can see how they wrote it. And yeah, it's great to hear all the demos, and the playing is just so impeccable.
Did you ever see Redd Kross?
Many times. So I was locked up in boarding school when this came out, so I didn't see that. I remember when they came and played the Continental Club. I should have gone to that, but then I saw him twice touring.
Oh, awesome!
Third Eye, So here's what I'm thinking. I want this treatment for this record, which probably won't happen because this is great. I love this record. I think this is like one of the two most underrated rock records of the 90s. Third Eye, Redd Kross. I saw this tour twice, once opening for the first Go-Go's reunion, and then I saw it again at Liberty Lunch, and there was like fucking 30 people there. There was nobody, like Liberty Lunch.
What was going on that
30 people at Liberty. There was a show going on, and I don't know. Sometimes, who would? No, it wasn't Special Beat. It was something. Because there was another time I saw Soul Asylum before they really sold out, before they really jumped the shark. The album before that played it with similar, like maybe 50 people at Liberty Lunch. Looks like nothing. Wow. It doesn't even cover the front of the stage, you know? Yeah. And they were going up against Special Beat, which was like the English Beat and Specials.
No way!
Like everybody, yeah.
Wow. People from like our scene were there. Like, that's crazy that they. Well, it's Soul Asylum though. Before.
Yeah.
I never listened to them before they were big. I
never they had some records out. Yeah, they were kind of like Husker Du Light.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So yeah. So then I saw Redd Kross again. When they got back together. When they put out Researching the Blues, and I love the last two Redd Kross albums a whole lot. I think they're as good as anything they've done. And the only Redd Kross albums I don't really get into are their two major label ones from the 90s, Show World and the one with Jimmy's Fantasy on it. But they're okay. I just feel like when I listen to production, like certain parts, I'm like, y'all are trying to sound like Nirvana. Like, y'all shouldn't be trying to sound like... y'all are trendsetters, not trend chasers,
Right.
But here's the thing is, I was at my sister's wedding in Portland in 2000, whatever year, 8. And I looked in the papers like, I hope there's something going on tonight. I had one night, and then Redd Kross was playing at a club, and it was part of like North by Northwest Festival. And I went in there, and there was like, there was maybe like 80 people there,
Yeah.
And so I got to be right up front, and I didn't know anybody. And there was this British guy, and he was also just waiting up front for the band to play. And we started talking, and he had come all the way from the UK to see him, and it was one of their first shows back. They had done like the year before like a tour of Australia, and he had flown to that.
Wow.
So he must have some bucks. But anyway, we started talking about shit. And basically, the two albums he knew were the two I don't listen to. You know,
Yeah.
like apparently those were, I guess, big in England, and so
They had
like
the biggest reach, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. So the thing is, throughout the whole show, like they put if they played some song I was into, like I'd be flipping out, and this guy would just be looking confused, and then like they'd go into something else, and he just knew
On those records
every
you
word.
didn't like, and he was like, yeah.
Between the two of us, we loved every fucking song.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Knew all the words to every song.
But you didn't have arms around
none
each
of
other
the
singing
same
along.
ones,
Yeah.
none of the same songs.
Yeah.
But those songs are fine live. I think Jimmy's Fantasy is a great song, and I just never sit and listen to those records. But I'm getting off track. Neurotica aged well. It's a transitional record. They're coming from fucking Born Innocent, but there's such long pauses between these records and like it's also the difference between like. I look up, Stephen McDonald's a bass player. Is one of my favorites. But I mean, he's like 14 here?
Yeah.
And then he's like 18, 19 here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
he was 15, yeah, in 1979 when it came out. And...
This 82.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
yeah. See,
17?
there's even 3 years between the stuff Greg Hetson's on.
Yeah.
Is like 3 years before this, you know?
Right.
So, like, that's like
14, 15 years old.
Like, what a huge difference being like 12 to 15 and 15 to 19,
right,
you know?
Right.
Like, I probably wouldn't have a whole lot of musical continuity, maybe a little bit, but anyway, great records, but yeah, it's like halfway between Third Eye and Born Innocent. I guess they had Teen Babes from Monsanto between that. There's a lot of covers on that, but yeah. So the demos sound great. I mean, I keep saying we don't review classic records, and then I go on and on about combat rock, and now I'm going on and on about Neurotica, which is like such a fucking let's go out on a limb, and you know.
But the best part about this is it's been remastered. So
it sounds awesome.
So Tommy Ramone fucking, like, the first recording of it and the way it was released was real muddy and thuddy, and a lot of the drums were just like, it sounded like cardboards. Everything's crisp and clear on this, and you can hear the solos now. It's really, really
I love
improved.
remasters. I basically all the Ramones remasters on CD. In this, basically,
So
you
worth
can
it.
always hear the bass clearer, so I'm
Yeah.
all about it. When they strip it down. And also on the demos, the songs are slower. Their harmonies are all there, but you like some of the songs I could really understand the words where I never understood all the words to the
there's
songs.
a clarity
you know?
to it now. That's great.
Yeah. And so, totally worth picking up.
But this originally came out in 1987.
87, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. And that is their second studio album. So cool.
Yeah. They'd had a few EPs.
And the personnel on this one was Roy McDonald. There's three brothers playing on this one.
No, Roy McDonald's not a brother.
Oh, he's
Just
not.
to go through that. Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
played with the Muffs later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought he was related to Shane, but that's funny.
No. So there's
Or
Steve and Jeff. No, so Roy McDonald. Yeah. Oh, look at the CD too. And Robert Hecker, who's amazing on guitar. Awesome lineup, awesome record.
Favorite song off this record?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Frosted Flake. How about you?
That's my second favorite one. My first one is Play My Song.
Play My Song.
And then Frosted Flake, then Peach Kelly Pop, and then What They Say.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna go Janice, Jeannie, and George Harrison. That's a great song
that's a
too.
good song.
Man, the playing on this. I mean, Robert Hecker. Everyone's awesome. All the playing kills on this. It's dope. Okay, so
Wait.
Yes.
How many stars do you give it? I'm gonna say Toby gives it 5 out of 5 stars. That was
I'll give it 5. Yeah, there we go, 5. Love it. I give Third Eye 5. I give Born Innocent 5. I give their last two. Researching the Blues 5. The last one 4.5. Probably 5. I'll still, like some records. I don't know. I just this stand the test of time well, and you can always go back and they sound impressive. No one has ever liked Third Eye as much as me, though. Like, I have driven people nuts with that record. Okay, so and next we're gonna talk about one of these three.
Let's do this one.
Okay.
Kreator.
Fucking hey, Kreator.
God damn, this record slays. It's so good. These guys are back. This is their 15th studio album.
Hey, Uber Alice.
Yeah, so good. So good. Yeah, this is their 15th studio album.
I'm a fan of Kreator. I saw them with Accept a few years back,
Wow.
and I like all their all their stuff, but I like their recent Violent Revolution, Enemy of God. I mean, those aren't the recent ones; those are now like mid-period. But when it comes to a band like Kreator, I know like people are gonna say Flag of Hate, Endless Struggle, Terrible Certainty, but like for me, it's got classic songs on it, but the production and all there. I like the new stuff where you can actually hear everything, the songs have been great. So I crapped out. I slept on the last God of Hate, God of War. What's the last one? Anyway, I didn't hear it. I had everyone, Hordes of Chaos, Phantom Anarchy. What's that called? Anyway, I usually pick up all the Kreator albums, and I didn't hear the last one. But this one is great. And it took me a second. At first, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But then...
Yeah, because the title track is so weird. Or not the title track, the opening track.
It's like they made their own spaghetti western intro. Yeah, Sergei Kadushi is dead.
But then it thrashes right into the first fucking song, Hey Uber Alice, and... Yeah, it's
they've changed up the production. I gotta say, this has more of like a Metallica Black Album production, which is a good thing. What I don't like about the Black Album isn't the production. This is a big rock production, right? So, man, a lot of good songs. Crush the Tyrants, fucking Midnight Sun. That's a good one.
Strongest of the Strong is my favorite.
Yeah. It's all hits. If you like Kreator, you're gonna love this record.
I think that the way they set this record up is really genius too. I don't know about you listening to this, but I listened to this a bunch, and for me, like the first 4 or 5 songs, fucking solid, and then it's just kind of more of the same for the rest of the record.
Yeah.
But more of the same is good because like the first 5 songs are awesome.
Yeah.
But nothing more progressive than that. But it's still solid. Still a solid record, but the first 5 songs are fantastic.
I mean, it's hard to maintain a thrash metal band through 15 albums now.
Yeah,
you
15.
know?
And they did a lot of experimenting too, like in the 90s, and they've got
they went industrial.
Yeah,
for
industrial.
A bit. Yeah, like when everyone had to do something slightly different.
Yeah.
Kreator went industrial. My drummer, who I was playing with before the Motards, he was really into their industrial.
Really interesting.
Out. Yeah, and I don't know, I'd have to go back and listen to that. I haven't listened to that lately, but when they came back and did more traditional metal, which they did only after a couple releases.
Yeah.
It's been great for a good solid run of 8 or 9 albums.
Yeah, it's super tight, super thrash. Great sing along thrash vocals also, and they're super clear. They're obvious what he's. Yeah, it's easy to pick up on the lyrics, but. Midnight Sun was a weird song because there's the female vocals in it. I don't know if it worked, but it's a kind of a weird one.
At first, when I heard that, I was like, "What are they trying? This sounds like some European festival stuff, But you know what? That's one of my favorites now. I love that song. Dude. Yeah, if you liked any Kreator, I definitely recommend this one.
Yeah. I mean, all the way, and the vocals. Millie, is that his name?
Millie Petroza
or something?
Yeah,
Millie
Petroza, yeah.
Great, fantastic.
It's his band. He's the main dude, you know. And they've got a new bass player on this one. Yeah, Petroza, here he is. Yeah. Anyway, he plays guitar and singing.
Geisler was the original bass player, but he left after 25 years. They got a new guy, so.
Yeah, it's Millie's band. Man, the song fucking Killer of Jesus, the only thing I don't like about it is it makes me think of Bill O'Reilly's book, Killing Jesus.
Oh.
You know? Which is on me. I'm sure he wasn't thinking. I know that, like, Millie and I probably, he's like a lefty vegan. We're on the same page, you know?
Right.
But, like, anyway, I'm not a vegan, I'm a vegetarian. But, this is what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so when I was a teenager, I was just thinking about how extreme Kreator sounded to me when I first heard them, and I had some friends, like my regular friends, my old friends weren't into that kind of stuff at all. They were into like progressive rock and stuff, and then I had a couple new friends when I was like in 10th grade come by, and we were all hanging out partying, and they were like, had a blank tape, and on one side it was Kreator. It was probably fucking.
Did they write it like that?
Endless
like,
Pain
on the tape. Did they make,
yes.
You know,
and the other side had
Slayer,
Bad
like
Brains,
Slayer.
Eye Against Eye, which just came out.
It's a great tape.
Yeah, and but man, they were like, hey, let us put on our music, because I'm sure my friends were playing some REM or something. And man, when the Kreator came on, all my old friends left the room immediately.
What?
And they were mad.
Wow.
They were, and then I was like, I couldn't hear it fully yet, you know.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. I was like, wow, listen to drumming. And I remember the vocals sounded really evil to me. And like now, there's so much more extreme than Kreator.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And just to think how extreme this sounded to me in '87, you know, and it was just a fucking room clearer.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And not only that, it justified all the shit. I had one roommate who liked to listen to. He would take ecstasy and listen to Salisbury Hill by. Fucking, like, one time he was tripping and he listened to Salisbury Hill like 5 times in a row.
Oh my god.
By Peter Gabriel, and which is a fine song.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been on every commercial yet at that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like in every soundtrack, right?
Yeah.
But like I know, but anyway, I was like, dude, you were killing me with that, you know? And then he was like, if you can listen to, what was that? If you can listen to this once, I can listen to that 10 times in a row. And I was like, okay.
Oh gosh, that was a really weird in for that type of argument. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, Kreator's thrash metal, you're tripping balls on Peter. It's two different. Anyway, interesting argument.
This was the Black Lives Matter that fucking inspired the riots. That it's like everything else. Like, if you did that, we can do this and this and this and this and this.
Well, if you're listening to Kreator, then I can listen to Screwdriver, no problem. You know, like Jesus
no, it was
Christ,
definitely
no.
that roommate was definitely like we're still friends. But like he's wearing like progressive rock.
Yeah.
You know, my private school friends were hippies. I'd gotten kicked out of private school, and then I had some new friends who were like skater guys.
Yeah, like check out Slayer, check out Kreator, check out Anthrax.
Yeah, but the my friend groups weren't really mixing.
Right,
you know?
right. Well, I'm glad you sided with the right bunch.
Oh, I didn't side. I'm still down. I will fucking rock some prog rock with you. You know, I will. I still fucking. I mean, what I like there's a couple Peter.
Well, not cited, but I, you had an open mind. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be listening to Kreator in this podcast.
But I actually, at this point, listen to Kreator and a lot of heavier stuff. I mean, how much death metal do we talk about on here? You know, there's quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know. But you get used to hearing things faster and faster, and sometimes, it takes your ears a while to adapt, but I just remember how crazy that sounded back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And so we've got 2 more left.
Okay.
We are halfway through. Oh boy, 24 minutes.
Let's do this one last.
Okay. Temple of Void from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit!
This is a 5-piece death doom band. How many records do they have?
This is their 9th record.
Really?
Yep. album release number 9. I don't know. I think their first record was a demo, and then the rest of them are LPs.
Okay.
So
wow.
yeah,
9. I thought it was 3rd or whatever.
Yeah, I did too.
9?
I did too.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is Temple of the Void, Summoning the Slayer.
Summoning the Slayer by Temple of Void.
They are formed in 2013. That's their 9th release. They're on Relapse. So anyway,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. British Doom.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Old school death metal. Tell me, Toby.
When I first heard this, I didn't quite get it, right? And then I watched an interview with these guys who seemed really cool, and they were talking about how basically they're into death metal and they're into shoegaze bands like Ride.
Oh,
they kept naming and My Bloody Valentine.
Wow, that makes sense.
And I went back, and I'm not like a shoegaze guy, right? But then I went back and I listened to it from that perspective. And this is one of my favorite records. This is like my go-to soundtrack of the summer right now.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, Temple of Void. I fucking love this record.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
okay.
and like I.
So explain to me like what's great about this record, knowing that those guys are into shoegaze music and slow. Okay, it's a slower, sludgier British doom metal. Band a lot slower.
They're not British. They're from Detroit.
No.
But
that sound, influence.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it was. I felt it was a little too slow for me. Even knowing that, it's taken a minute for me to grow on. Yeah.
That's how I felt. There's just a lot of. I'll tell you what. It's been like 110 degrees out, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And when I'm driving around in the middle of the day and it's fucking hotter than hell, and it's just this like this is perfect thing for me to space out to. It's kind of depressing. Yeah. It's very layered. It's got a lot of different sounds. It's got cool riffs going on. It's got excellent guitar tone. If you listen to it in that way, I didn't expect to get into this. It sounded kind of slow and weird. I don't get into like slow dramatic metal, you know, but
that kind of, it grew on you
quickly.
It
really grew on me.
Yeah.
And I love this record. This will probably be in my top 10. This will probably be in my top 5. I've been listening to it a lot.
Here's the thing, you like it even, you still enjoy listening to it in the air conditioning.
Yeah, this has been, of all the, also I've had COVID, right?
Yes.
So this kind of fit my mood, you know? I mean, it's slow, it's very atmospheric.
It's your COVID recovery record,
dude.
Driving around 100-degree hottest
tired
summer.
as shit in 110 degrray. It's helped pull me through.
Okay.
You know, thank you, Temple of Void.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I dig it. I wish I would have listened to this more when I had COVID. Damn it.
You missed
COVID again.
it. Yeah,
I missed out. No, but here's my take on it. For me, it was nothing special, but it was nothing horrible either.
Right.
I really liked the songs, and it took me, like, I was like, I'll admit, after the first 2 songs, I was like, skip. All right, is this one slow also? Skip. Is this one slow also? You know, like, so I kind of went through it all. But then I really listened to it. But I really liked the growly vocals and slow, just a lot of the slow songs. It did grow on me. The last song, I gotta admit though, the last song, Dissolution, is right out of fucking left field. Somber flute and like 70s psych.
Not if you've already heard Planet Caravan by Black Sabbath.
Exactly.
It's not out of left field.
Yeah, because the vocals are exactly like, they have the exact vocal is Planet Caravan, those effects. But no, but it's great. Like the production's awesome. The echoey chamber effect that they have on the vocals is a lot of fun. So, but I'll have to re-listen to it again and put myself in your shoes and try to feel like But no, I totally get it.
I remember there was one summer, the summer of 2011, when it was like 112 degrees every day and never rained. I got really into depression era acoustic blues. Like it's like these are the only people as
like
miserable
Lead Belly
as
and Robert
me.
Johnson and stuff?
Older.
Wow.
Like fucking Blind Blake, fucking Tampa Red. It's like these guys are as beat down as me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
listen, they can barely, like they found a shady spot and they're gonna manage to creep this one out.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, Temple of Void. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Cool.
All right, and now to this one.
All right, here we go. Go for it. Michael Monroe.
I Live for Too Fast to Die Young by Exonoid rock singer Michael Monroe.
This is a great record. This
record's fucking awesome.
It's my favorite one out of the bunch, actually, and it's everything you would hope to expect from Michael Monroe, plus more. It's the funnest of fun, like glam metal, pop punk, rock songs that he's so good at crafting, and the whole journey is a lot of fun. He's got some guest musicians. Slash plays some solos on this record.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He plays on the title track.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, this record is so much fun. This is his 12th record. His previous one was 2019's One Man Gang, and I'll admit I'd never listened to it until this one. But I went back. But no, this one's another solid addition to the Michael Monroe solo lineup.
I saw he had someone from Hanoi Rocks, and he's got someone from Black Halos in his face.
Oh yeah, he's got what's his face? Steve Conti guitars, Rich Jones, Carl Rockfist on drums. Oh, Sammy Yaffa is on bass.
No,
so Sammy from Hanoi Rocks. Yeah.
Okay, so I've really slept on every Michael Monroe solo record.
Same.
Dang.
Yeah.
Like this, I've been missing out. I got a lot of catching up to do. Okay, so you got a favorite song on this one?
I do. I have a couple.
Wait. Let me. I want to get my title right.
Okay, it's hard.
Okay.
I mean, they could all be my favorite record
On
song.
three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Everybody's
All Fighter.
Nobody.
Okay. Yeah, that
Which
one's good
one?
too. Mine's All Fighter.
All Fighter, yeah.
And then my second one is Murder the Summer of Love.
Anti-Socialite.
Yeah.
And Can't Stop Falling Apart. I think the run of Everybody's Nobody, Anti-Socialite, Can't Stop Falling Apart. Those are great. No Guilt's great.
Yeah.
At times what band this reminds me of is Lords of the New Church.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I can see that.
But there's some straight up, like the songs, and I mean this is in the best way, are written like country songs, where like you don't even fucking start till you have a kick-ass sing-along chorus.
Right.
You know? And this is memorable, you know? And I guess I like Everybody's Nobody because it's about, how I used to play all these, like, it's about someone not Michael Monroe used to play all the hip places, and now they're just kind of naming their hometown.
Yeah.
But then there's that in every hometown.
Right.
And it's like, well, that could relate to someone I know pretty well. But, then you realize, like, yeah, every town's got that, but that's cool, you know?
Yes.
This has led to a lot of good rock and roll, you know? So, like, what a great song. I'd be interested in hearing any, when fucking Hanoi Rocks got back together and did a couple of records.
They were great too. Like, those were so fun.
Yeah, I really need to delve deeper into that because this is a great record.
That's what I thought. So when I listened to this, I was like, fuck, I gotta listen to this other shit. And
his harmonica playing.
Yeah, the guy,
the lyrics,
Michael Monroe
singing,
does it all.
He sounds really good. His voice is strong.
Yeah. The whole band's great.
Some points it gets a little too polished, but the songs always pull through.
Yeah. And
And
here's the thing, like, it's always been that way though with him, and with Illinois. But I think these are uplifting, like punky songs, raw power and just fun, really memorable. And like you were saying, it's like, have a great old good rock and roll days vibe without being overly cheesy and sappy. It's like he has a lot of songs about remembering the good times and the good clubs and the good streets, and but it's all good fun and without being like too cheesy about it all.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Look what I put on accident. I wrote, "It's a really fin time."
Oh yeah,
get
he's
it?
Finnish.
Because he's Finnish. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. But No, it was super fun. Super worth it. And I think it's like almost an hour playtime too. It's like, get your money's worth out of this one. So
they were supposed to record another song, you know, but the engineer was like, Michael, how was it growing up in Denmark? And he was like, no, I'm finished. And they're like, oh,
all right,
okay,
cool. Shut it down. Yeah. Wait. And then the engineer was already gone. He was like, sweet, the deal was for 10 songs or 11. We're doing 10. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a dad joke too.
Hey-o. All right. Well, thanks for watching. We got a lot of catching up, like Toby said.
There's so much
shit coming up.
What? Oh yeah.
We got some singles, like Toby said.
Oh God, Anyway, here's a sneak peek at some things we're going to be talking about. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to play the theme song, and then we're going to be out. Thanks for watching again. We appreciate it.
Mike Fulton thinks we need a new theme song.
Oh yeah, hey Mike Fulton, what the hell are you pointing out, dude? Like. You have these timestamps, and then I have no idea. You know, okay, here's what it made me think of.
Maybe it's what I look best. You know?
Back in the day, the Bangles had a song called "If He Knew What She Wants, He'd Be Giving It to Her." If I knew what the fuck Mark was liking about our show, I'd do it twice.
Maybe it was that. Was it?
I was like,
yeah.
Is my fly down? What's going on?
Yeah. It's maybe your sexiest pose. I hope.
I mean, it's seriously like I look at the spot and it's like, hey, Sean, plug it in. You know, and it's like, oh, yeah.
That's the best part.
That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, wait. There we go.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's your call. And what you been told. Come on, little girl. I'm not really that old.
It's not about the simple version. We always hit the girl already. I'm gonna take the shots for the show.
Getting paid. Just like the Tin Man. I ain't got much heart. You gotta like his ass. 'Cause you ain't that sharp.